Hello to everyone. This is Tamajit Bhowmick over here, a CA final student. I'm from Kolkata. The topic on which I'll be sharing my views upon today is whether 5 Rafale will boost Indian defense against its enemies, and I'll be speaking in favor of it. The first and the foremost perspective of it is the definition and the perception of war nowadays has changed to such an extent that strategy plays a very important role as compared to the stats and number. I'll just give you a simple example. During the recent India and China clash across the LAC, both the nations made it very short to show their strength, as a result of which they incorporated both the military personnel as well as military equipments, advanced military equipments. But at the end of the day, when the clash happened, unfortunately, the most important factor that played over there was the strategy of the Indian defense. The result of which, or the strategy of the Indian defense was so much or created so much impact that it forced China to think that they would need to incorporate the mixed martial art troop across the LAC to counter it. So this is a perfect example of a situation where stats and number do not play well. Rather, in the new context of war, the strategy plays a very important role. The second most important perspective. Sometimes what happens is the presence of a particular military equipment develops a sense of fear among your enemy counterpart. Again, I'm drawing a simple example. During the Balakot airstrike, after Pakistan retaliated and India gave a befitting reply to it, India pinned down a F-16 crossing LOC, and that too with a mixed series fighter jet. Again, a situation where strategy played a very important role. Now just consider this situation if it would have happened in today's scenario, even with 5 Rafales with India. Don't you think that it would have created a big impact in our enemy counterpart? The reason is very simple. If a mixed series flight can chase down a F-16, that too crossing LOC, just imagine what would have happened if Rafale would have been there. Being in the Indian airspace only, even if 5 in number, they would have created a huge impact that is out of their imagination. The third most important perspective. Sometimes what happens is bringing few in numbers and bringing the quality is very important. When 5 Rafale jets came into India, reports came that there are nearly about 13 specific Indian enhancements that were done in addition to the technological advancements by Dassault. The reason is so that it becomes operational in India within a considerably less amount of time. What would have been done in opposite to it? 10, 20 or 30 Rafales could also have been bought. But if I waste time over here, making it technologically advanced over here, it would take a considerably high amount of time. So bringing something and making it operational within a less amount of time is always fruitful. The fourth most important perspective. See, improvement is always an ongoing process. Today we might say that 5 Rafales isn't enough. 5 years down the line we might say 50 Rafales wouldn't enough. 3 years down the line, more in advance to that, we may say that 100 Rafales would not have been enough. The reason is India is not the only nation which is upgrading its technology and military equipments. Each and every nation is doing on their own. So we have to look at their technological advancements as well. So I don't think that as far as defense is considered, it will be apt to compare at any point of time the situations, because the situations keep on changing, and this is the practical aspect which will make this discussion very fruitful enough at the end of the day. And the last but not the least, since it's a debate competition among the CA community, I just want to pick up I just want to draw a comparative approach. When we go near to our exams, maybe 90 days short of exams or 100 days short of exams, we are often told by our teachers or mentors that we need to give 12 or 13 or even 14 hours a day. We understand that. Most of them does that also, no doubt in that. But everyone would agree with me at one point. None of the students starts with 12 or 13 hours a day. Everyone starts with 6 or 7 or 8 hours a day. And when you acknowledge that 6 or 7 hours, you reach to the desired objective of 12 or 13 hours a day. The same scenario happened over here itself, or needs to happen over here itself. Today we are having 5 Rafales. Unless and until we acknowledge the fact that it will create a positive vibe or it will boost the Indian defense, we will not be able to reach to the desired objective that we aspire for. So these were some of the points that I thought relevant enough standing in favor of this motion. Signing off over here. That's all as of now from my side. Stay safe, do take care, and wholehearted thanks to Arihant sir for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, all of you, once again.